Hello and welcome to TPT Chats. We are discussing the hidden costs of TPT today. I'm Annette from Count on Coop, and I not only have a TPT store, but I'm also helping other TPT sellers grow their businesses as well.
And my name is Malia, and I help teachers around the world start and grow their profitable TPT stores so they can share their classroom resources with other teachers. So let's start with product creation tools. Like everything starts
Yeah.
like base level. We have to pay to create products, fortunately and unfortunately. So what do you pay for to create, just creating products?
hmm Well, here's the deal. Like at the end of the day, TPT is a business, right? So if you have to start getting that in your mind so that you pay for to create in order to put it on TPT. So I pay for PowerPoint, Microsoft Office. What I love about PowerPoint, I love a lot of things. I love PowerPoint. It's my jam. But I also pay for like 365. So you get the whole Microsoft Office suite and then it backs up all of my files into a cloud so that I make sure that I save all my files. So for product creation, I use PowerPoint, but I use the whole Microsoft suite to make sure that my products are secure, saved, and not lost.
Yeah, same. And I think it's only like I think to create using PowerPoint, or if you want to create with Excel, I mean, I would not recommend Word, but the whole suite. I believe it's like the minimum price that you have to pay is like $8.99 maybe, or
Mhm.
8.29, something like that. It's not very expensive month to month. I mean, yes, everything adds up, but um, what you will end up seeing is that in order to create and sell what you create, you do need that paid version, right? So even if your school has its own like Microsoft account, you definitely want your own so that your name is tied to everything. So it's worth buying the premium or like the version that allows you to sell your products that you make. So definitely worth spending the like $8 and change.
So really, that's all you need. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I guess premium seller account is like a big one, right? So you not only have to make the product, but you have to put it onto TPT in order to sell it. So I guess those are the two main, yeah, expenses that you need in order to do this. So it
Yeah,
is
I
a
guess.
low buy-in.
Right. So I guess if you pay for PowerPoint, let's say that's like I think it's like 8.50 a month. $8.50 like USD.
Holy
It's probably
crap.
different other countries. But then to have your seller account, it's like what is it now? 29.99. One-time fee is like to just have the basic seller account. So it's let's just say $40 entry, right? So $40 to enter. You can start making that back pretty quickly too if you are really in it to create and you already have stuff created from what you've made for your students. Easy to put it in, make it,
Mhm.
put it up, get it going, get it on TPT and sold. You'll make that back very quickly.
I just looked it up. It's 825, or at least that's what it was
Oh,
the previous year. So there's your information for
okay.
Microsoft Office. It shouldn't be more than that.
Okay, so you also, so as a seller, we want to make things cute. We need some nice fonts, something more aesthetic than Times New Roman or like whatever the math font is. I don't know. For us, we use the math font a lot.
Cambria. Is it Cambria?
Cambria. Yeah, something
Cambria,
like
that's
that.
it.
So we want some cute fonts. Now, I know that you can buy like bundles of fonts on TPT. There are sellers who create the fonts, like they create the handwritten fonts, they create all the fun ones. Um, and they give it to you for free. Like you can download for free. But in order to use it commercially, so in order to create with that and sell what you create, you do have to pay. And it's also pretty fair. Like that person had all that hard work done to create these fonts and everything. Why not pay them for their hard work? So I'm
For
always
sure.
a believer in paying other TBT sellers for fonts that they create, clip art, anything like
Mhm.
that. I'm going to buy pretty much from TPT unless I really can't find it on TPT.
Definitely. I buy 99% of the things that are in my resources are from TPT.
I think you have one favorite seller too. One TPT, one clip artist that you buy from a lot. I've bought from
I
them
do
too.
two. I have two that I like almost everything that I have are from two clip artists.
And I feel like when you like find a clip artist or a store that you love for the fonts, for the clip, like you follow them and you follow their
Hmm.
store and you get the updates that they've added, 10 more sets. And you're like, ooh, do I need this? Probably not, but I could think of a resource where I could use it. It looks good.
I'm
And
gonna figure
then
out a way to use this.
exactly, exactly.
Mm.
So, well, okay. That being said, what are things that you've bought just from a basic TPT place, right? We know that in order to just create, you really only need, uh, well, we love PowerPoint, so we're going to promote PowerPoint, of course, and then a seller account. So you either paying the $30 or the $60, $30 one time, $60 annually for your seller account. Now,
Hmm.
that being said, we do buy a lot of stuff for TPT that we definitely have been, I don't know, I feel like I was always told you need this in order to have great products,
Hmm.
but you don't really need that to have great
Or
products.
to sell. I feel like, okay, so one of the things, this is going to be, me going back, is one of the things that I was told was you have to have tailwind. Like if you are going to make
Mm,
any money at all on TPT, you have to have tailwind. So tailwind is hard to explain, right? It helps you pin, right,
yeah, it's like a
on
scheduling tool.
Pinterest, a scheduling tool. That's a better way to phrase it. So it's a scheduling tool for Pinterest. So you had like pins going up at random times, and you didn't have to be connected to your Pinterest. And I purchased it for a long period of time. And finally, I think last year I was like, I don't need this. I'm not using it. It's not necessarily, maybe it helps some people grow, but it wasn't necessarily helping me grow. And so that was one of those that I felt like I was told I needed, but I didn't really need it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people promoted it in like 2021, 2022. And I think I also got rid of it last year. And while it was very helpful when I was like in the mode of pinning, you can schedule it really easily within Pinterest and you can have a free Pinterest business account. So like that's not something that you need to have. And there are more things on Tailwind that you need to, but I think it was like $129 I was spending annually on this. So definitely helpful, but not a need, especially when you're like just getting started. And if people are saying you should start Pinterest, you don't need Tailwind. You can start Pinterest for free and you don't need Tailwind for sure.
Right. And we're not downplaying Tailwind. Tailwind's great. It
Oh,
just
yeah, it's
wasn't useful
great.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was becoming a paid expense that I forgot about. And then it was
yeah,
like, ooh, I could be using that towards something else? So
100%.
that's what a lot of these things are. Really, again, all you
Yeah.
need is PowerPoint or Microsoft Office and well, we're going to suggest the premium seller account. There's just way more benefits. So,
I'm gonna also throw in one more that I think you need
mhm.
is flat pack.
Oh, yes.
I was
Yes.
like, that is
Wow.
one that I was like, it's a one-time fee, so
Yeah.
anyway, flat pack is to help secure and make sure your products are safe and going up on TPT so people don't steal or like take things off of your product. So
Yeah.
it's a game changer. It makes my life very fast, very easy. So I would say that's a must-have.
In like, yeah, it does it in like one click, like maybe two max. But, and then, you type the title. But seriously, if you guys are not investing in Flatpak, it's by a company called Bearwood Labs. And I don't know what I would do, honestly, without it. And I don't know what I was doing before I had it. I don't know why I didn't have it. And I know it is exclusive for PowerPoint, no matter if you have a PC or a Mac. I think it's like $60 one time. The creator
Mhm.
of it is super helpful. If you ever have a tech problem, you could always reach out. A lot of people use it. It's great.
Mhm.
Flattening and securing in one click, making a secure PDF also creates a flattened and secured, or well, flattened PowerPoint where you can make some parts editable. That's my favorite
Mhm.
part. So that is not really a want, but a need. I think that
I
is a
feel like
need.
it is. Yeah. I
Okay,
feel
so
like it
where are
is.
we at? We're at like, let's say $60 for flat pack, one-time fee. Let's just say basic seller account, $30. That's $90. And then the $825 for Microsoft a month. So what is that? That's, around $100.
Yep. PowerPoint's 99. I used a
Oh,
calculator. I am a math teacher, so
okay, okay,
sorry
okay.
about that.
There you go. There you go. So, okay, yeah, so we're getting up there. But again, if you're
That's
in
just
this for
a
the
whole
long
year.
haul, yeah,
It's a whole year. That's not like 1 month. You have to have everything all at one time, right? So some of these
no.
fees are longer. Anyway.
Yeah, no. And I know from a very new seller point, you could be like, $100. Oh my gosh, that's a lot to invest in when you haven't made any money. But this is why we're making this episode, right? We're talking about the
Yeah.
hidden costs everywhere of like, do you actually need it? Do you not need it? What do you
Right.
actually have to invest in order to start selling on TPT? So I
Hmm.
don't know. I feel like there's that. I know that some people prefer to create in Canva.
Hmm.
I feel like Canva's more expensive, A. Was it like I think it's like 12.99 or 14.99 depending on, the different levels and everything, but you have to pay for it in order to make what you sell.
Hmm.
Uh again, or sell what you make. And there's a lot of perks to it, but I don't know. For me personally, I'm never going to use it to make a resource. I'm going to use it to probably make like my social media graphics,
Hmm.
things for
Right.
my website, email stuff, like all that's outside of like what you need to sell on
Hmm.
TPT. I like it, but
Yeah.
you don't need it.
I was gonna say, and you can also like promote your products for free on Instagram, right? So there's ways to
True.
also not only be on TPT, but then promoting it free too, and TikTok and things like that.
Right. So you don't have to pay for like, you don't have to have an email marketing platform. Like it's great, but when you're just starting out, you should be
Right.
focusing on putting your products up on TPT, right?
Right.
You can't sell what's not there. So yeah, I know a lot of people pay for like Facebook ads too, and I don't
Hmm.
think that's necessary.
I don't. I don't pay for them. I mean, like I feel like there's levels, right? You could get your basics started, like get a lot of things on TPT that you're proud of and like
Hmm.
practice doing it. And then once you start making money, then you can start to invest in some of those extras, right? The ones that aren't
Hmm.
needed. So if you have Microsoft, if you have Flatpak and you have your seller account, you're good for a while. And then
Yeah,
once you start making money, then you can start to invest in things like Tailwind or an
right.
email marketing platform or Facebook ads or something along those lines.
Yeah. I personally like to invest things that are going to save me time, that are going to help me make
Hmm.
money and save me time, like flat pack.
Right.
That's why flat pack is a need, is a need.
Yeah.
It's not a
Yep.
want. Um, yeah, but
I
everything
agree.
else is, I wouldn't say is necessary to get things started, but I like that you're saying that you need to make the money and then later invest that into
Hmm.
something else, because when you invest in yourself and your business, that's when you really start to grow and more opportunities do open up.
Right.
But gotta post stuff
Yeah,
on TBT that you're proud of first so that those can start to sell.
I agree. I think that's the main message right here. So there's lots of hidden costs, and there could be as you get, further along your journey, but just to begin, start small, create great products.
I love it. All
Well,
right.
thanks for having us. And this has been TPT Chats. We'll see you in the next one.